Today, we're getting into the philosophy of a real legend, John Wooden. Specifically, this definition of success he developed way back in 1934.
Right, and our mission, really, is to figure out why he even needed a new definition. It's fascinating because it wasn't just an academic exercise. It came from, well, a kind of disillusionment.
Disillusionment. With what?
He was coaching high school then, and he saw parents, alumni, everyone just fixated on external stuff. Getting an A, winning big.
The usual metric.
Exactly. But he felt, look, not everyone can get an A. Not everyone is built to be a star athlete. It wasn't a level playing field based on innate talent or intelligence.
So he wanted something else. Something internal they could strive for. Something achievable for everyone.
Precisely. He needed a measure based on effort, something you control yourself.
Okay, so let's hear it. What was Wooden's definition?
He defined success as peace of mind attained only through self-satisfaction and knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable.
Peace of mind through self-satisfaction,
Mm-hmm.
knowing you made the effort. Okay, that's very inward-looking.
Completely. It puts the power entirely with the individual.
And that focus on doing your best, not the best, that ties back to his father, right? I remember reading about that advice.
Yes, absolutely. His father told him, don't try to be better than someone else. Learn from others, yes, but always focus on being the best you can be.
Focus on what's in your control.
That's the core. And there was also that little verse he found inspiring.
Oh, yeah. Thou didst thy best, that is success. Simple, but powerful.
It really stuck with him. And it connects to his distinction between character and reputation.
Ah, right. Character is who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Reputation is just how people see you.
Exactly. And for Wooden, success, as he defined it, was purely about character. Only you know if you truly gave your maximum effort. So it's not really for others to judge.
Okay, so it's this deeply personal, internal standard. But how did he make that practical for, say, a basketball team? You need discipline, rules.
He did. And he boiled it down to 3 main rules he stuck to religiously.
Which were?
1, never be late. Start on time, end on time. Punctuality was huge.
Okay.
2, not one word of profanity. If you swore you were out for the day, maybe benched.
Wow, strict. Why so tough on profanity?
Well, he saw it as a loss of self-control. If you couldn't control your language, you weren't maintaining your composure, which meant you weren't doing your best to stay focused. It violated his core definition, in a way.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the third rule?
Never criticize a teammate. That was the coach's job, not the players. Build each other up.
These rules sound simple, but the reasoning runs deep. And he enforced them, right? I think there's that famous Bill Walton story.
Oh, yeah, the neatness thing. Walton showed up for the bus. Maybe hair wasn't right, wasn't neat and clean, as Wooden required.
And what happened?
Wood didn't let him on the bus. Told him to go sort himself out and find his own way to the airport.
Just like that. To a star player.
Didn't matter. It wasn't just about appearance. It was about preparation, controlling the details. If you couldn't manage that, how could you achieve that peace of mind from knowing you'd prepared fully?
It all ties back, this detail focus. It's like the base of his whole pyramid of success structure.
Exactly. And think about that pyramid. The cornerstones at the bottom are industriousness and enthusiasm, hard work, and loving the work.
Right, the foundation.
And the apex, way at the top, is faith and patience. You need the hard work and the right attitude first before you can have faith in the outcome or the patience to see it through. It's all process.
Which reinforces his idea that the final score, well, it wasn't the main goal.
Not at all, just a byproduct.
Yeah.
He genuinely believed you could win when you were outscored if your team gave its absolute best effort.
And lose when you outscored the other team, if you didn't really try your hardest.
Precisely. The real win was reaching your potential. He often talked about players like Conrad Burke and Doug McIntosh.
Who weren't necessarily superstars.
Right. He admitted he initially doubted they'd even make the varsity team. But they worked relentlessly. They learned to play smart, good position defense, didn't force shots.
And they became key players.
Starters. Played crucial minutes in championship games. Great rebounders, high shooting percentages because they took good shots. They maximized what they had.
So, in Wooden's eyes,
They were just as successful as the big names, the Alcindors, the Waltons. Because success was measured against their own potential, and they reached it through effort. It's a powerful way to look at achievement.
truly internal.
Yeah, there's a line from a poem he liked, The Road Ahead or The Road Behind. Something about the real battle being within ourselves. Winning or losing happens there first. It's about, giving all and saving none.
That commitment. And it also reminds me of that Cervantes quote he liked about the journey being better than the end. Practice was the journey.
And the game was just the test, the result of that journey.
Okay, so let's leave our listeners with this. Wooden's father apparently gave him 3 simple rules early on. Don't whine, don't complain, don't make excuses.
Sounds simple.
But how often do we really follow that? When we're chasing our own goals, striving for our own version of success, how much energy do we waste on whining, complaining, or making excuses instead of just making the effort? Something to think about.